Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video I'm going to talk to you about the Baker Act and specifically how does somebody end up getting Baker Acted at a hospital for a medical condition? How does that happen? I mean, if it's a medical condition, why are they being detained? And that is a very, very good question. And let me try and shed a little bit of light on that because we are seeing a lot of people who are being Baker Acted that went into the facility for a medical condition, and then because they don't want to follow the doctor's advice or do what the doctor says, they're getting Baker Acted. And here's a prime example. So this afternoon I spoke to a wife. She took her husband to the hospital and he was complaining of severe back pain and shooting pains in his legs. And she went in there. Of course, they determined beforehand that he had health insurance. Surprise, surprise. And they did every test under the sun. He was there for 4 or 5 days. They sent him to a rehab facility, physical rehab facility, because he'd been bedridden for 4 or 5 days and couldn't walk. And they sent him back to the hospital because he was still in pain. And this happened 2 or 3 times. And, over a period of about a week, he started to become depressed and started to suffer from anxiety. And the hospital, which still couldn't find out what was actually wrong with him, said, well, we need to start treating the anxiety, the depression. And he said, I've never taken medications for a mental health issue ever. I'm 57 years old. I've never had a problem like this. I'm in severe pain. And yeah, of course I'm a little anxious. I'm a little depressed. Why wouldn't I be? I mean, I've been here for, in and out for over a week. I think it was close to 10 days at this point. And you can't tell me what's wrong with me. And I'm in pain and I can't function. And truth be told, I just want to go home. And I'm not going to take the medications that you want to give me, these antidepressants that are going to basically render me catatonic, right? And so the treating physician says, oh, really? Well, I'm not letting you go. In fact, I'm Baker Acting you. And so, the wife wanted to know why is my husband Baker Acted? Why can't I not take him home? Why can't I transfer him to another hospital? Because clearly you guys are not able to help him. I want to take him somewhere else that perhaps can do, some different tests, maybe do a better job of diagnosing what's wrong with him, because I've never seen my husband like this. He's been healthy his entire life, and now he's in such agony, he's basically bedridden. And the doctor said, well, I want to put him on medications, and seeing as how he doesn't want to take them, I've decided he's a danger to himself. And so, here we are. He has been detained by the state of Florida. Remember, a qualified professional like this doctor can and has Baker Acted and detained this particular individual. Now, this facility, this hospital, does not have a behavioral health unit, so the husband's probably going to get transported to another hospital that does have a Baker Act receiving facility within the hospital. And if they can't get a bed there, what's going to happen? They might ship him across county lines. And I've seen it happen. And so these are the types of things that happen at hospitals, and it's simply not right. And I take serious issue with the doctor who's done this, because the wife has a right to take her husband somewhere else and get him treated for this debilitating pain. And look, I have a mom who's a little older than this individual, and she's in pain, and it's really tough, right, to find and to get this stuff diagnosed. So we're doing everything we can. But this is a 57-year-old guy. He's a year younger than me. And so this is just really shameful. So long and short of it is we're filing something with the court. I'm going to get him out. And that way the wife and the husband can start making decisions that they think is appropriate and get him the care that he needs, because obviously this hospital is not able to do it for whatever reason. They're just not able to diagnose him. So I want to share that with you. I'm not suggesting for 1 second you shouldn't go to the ER. You absolutely should. I took my father before he passed away many times to the ER. I called 911, frankly, more times than I can count. So that's what it's for. But I do take issue with this doctor who basically wants to force antidepressant medications, anti-anxiety medications on this individual, on this gentleman, when he doesn't want to take them. And he's got a right to refuse them. There's nothing wrong with him mentally. Yeah, he's a little anxious, a little depressed. He wants to go home and get well. So I want to share that with you. And if you have a family member who has had this happen to them, if they're still there, that's definitely a conversation we should be having. And let's see what we can do for you. So I appreciate you tuning in. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And if you would, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to the channel. So I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.